Hey YouTube, and welcome back to Universe X. We are so close to the release date of Sparking Zero, and so much gameplay, all of its secrets, all of the enjoyment that we're going to get from this game are soon to be out to the public. So, with that being said, we only got a couple more videos to go until we're actually with the game in hand. And today's video, I would like to go over the DP tier list. It's kind of weird. It's not like a tier list, but you can see the values, and I want to talk about some of those values and just kind of rate the how they put the characters in there. And with that being said, I just want to let you guys know that if you like the content by the end of the video, think about liking the video, and if you love it, think about subscribing, because we're going to do Dragon Ball content on this channel non-stop. Sparking Zero, Daima, Legends, Dokkan, not in that order, and then eventually the manga when it comes back. So I hope you guys are strapped in. Let's look at this list. Folks, for putting this in a tier list instead of just having the little screenshots of the game. But the thing is, for the ranked online DP rating battles, you're going to have a max of 15, meaning that you cannot go higher than 15 points worth of characters. So these are going to matter a lot. So we're going to start from the bottom of the list, and you have Hercule. This is pretty funny because in previous games, Hercule hasn't been awful, but obviously this is just kind of the running joke. Hercule is at the very, very bottom. Then going over to 2 points per character, you have Spopovich, Frieza Soldier, I like it, there's not even a name, Goldo, Cyberman, Yajirobe, Chaozu, Master Roshi Max Power, Master Roshi, and Videl. I'm going to say right here, something that I already feel like I'm not going to like just based off of this tier list is when they put this character and its power-up form in the same tier. If Master Roshi and Master Roshi's max power form are in the same tier, why would you ever start off as Master Roshi unless the characters are drastically different? And I do know that in certain games, there is like a case like that. Like when you had in Tenkaichi, when you had Trunks in the Cell Saga go to his Super Saiyan Grade 3 form, his like really thick, not Super Trunks, but like Super Trunks, yeah, kind of form. That was kind of rough because you went from a quick character to a character that was like beefy and slow and just had his like kind of wombo combo King Kong swings. And maybe that's like the reason why they're both here. Maybe Master Roshi is fast and lithe, and then Max Power Roshi is just a bulky character. I haven't seen too much gameplay of him, but this is going to be something that's kind of a little annoying. Now, when it comes to that, I do also feel like other than that, I kind of vibe this. I think Videl is probably going to be the sleeper pick in here because, and Yajirobe as well. Yajirobe has a Sensu Bean for healing and shouldn't be that bad. And then Videl has always been kind of a quick character. Maybe her damage will scale kind of low, but she should be a good pick for this. Moving on to 3, you got Babidi, Birder, Jace, Raycoon, Kui, Dodoria, Zarbon, I guess Super Zarbon and Zarbon, Nappa, Raditz, Pan, Cell Jr., Yamcha, Krillin, Kid Gohan, and Teen Goku. I will put it out here right now. Why is Pan here? why is Raditz and Nappa here? There are a couple of things that are kind of funny in this tier. Once again, you have Zarbon and Super Zarbon being in here, which I don't kind of agree with them being in here. Most of the Ginyu Force is in tier, the 3-cost tier. I will say Krillin, Yamcha, Teen Goku, and Kid Gohan, and probably Pan too. And for that matter, maybe even Raditz are probably all going to be good characters. Cell Jr. in here as well. Like a lot of the 3 tier will probably be able to do work on the competitive ladder because their movesets aren't all that bad. Teen Goku and Yamcha and Krillin have some of the better super attack or ultimate attack animations in the game. Same with Pan, same with Raditz. So to be honest, I'm sure a whole chunk of these are going to be fine. The Pan, the Yamcha, the Krillin, the Kid Gohan, the Teen Goku, probably Cell Jr., probably Raditz, maybe even Zarbon. There's going to be some goodness in here. Then you got the 4, and the 4 I think is the first step of seeing like good characters in here that we can work with. Okay, you've got base Goku. Actually, we'll go from the bottom up. You've got Tapion, who's probably going to be fun to play still. You've got Lord Slug. You've got Turles. Turles looks like gas in this game. His ultimate looks amazing. I am sure Turles is going to be good. The Fruit of the Tree of Might is probably going to give him a pretty good buff. You've got Dr. Relo, Garlic Jr. probably okay. Dr. Gero looked gas as well. Android 19, King Cold, Ginyu, Bardock look very good. Oob, if Oob is anything like Tenkaichi 3, he's probably still going to be decent. Base Goten, Kid Trunks, Base Sword, Future Trunks. There's no shot this character will not be an easy auto pick for this rank. For this cost. Tien, Nail, Piccolo, Great Saiyaman, Base Adult Gohan, Base Teen Gohan, Scouter Vegeta, Mini Goku Daima, and Base Goku. I have to assume that they're also putting characters on here that have better transformations that you could access, because it's kind of insane to have Base Goku early and Base Adult Gohan in the same tier as Scouter Vegeta. You know what I mean? Like, Base Goku early and Scouter Vegeta seem like that, but Mini Goku, unless, like, that seems kind of wild. Unless obviously I don't think Mini Goku can transform in the you know, base game. He's probably gonna have to wait till DLC. But you would think Mini Goku would be a little higher. But this is good. You have a lot of picks in here. Honestly, any of the Saiyans plus Piccolo, Tien's probably good. The androids are probably good, especially Dr. Gero. You can make a whole Ginyu Force. I think if you're looking at it, 4 plus, like, you have 1, 2, 3. So 3 of the Ginyu Force are here. So that's gonna be like 9. Plus this is 11. Plus, so yeah, the whole Ginyu Force is 15. I'm sure they did that on purpose, but that's cute. So you can play all the whole Ginyu Force, and that's probably gonna be a team, no lie. Moving on into 5, you've got a huge chunk of playable characters. Rosie, Kakunsa, Ribrianne, Bergamo, Base Kale, Base Caulifla, Base Kaba, Zamasu, Base Goku Black, Baby Vegeta, Janemba, Bojack, Android 13, Base Broly, Giant Lord Slug, Base Broly here. And then you've got, you know, Android 17, Android 18, Android 16. Okay, Cell in his first and second form. Frieza from first to third form, Super Saiyan Goten, Super Saiyan Trunks, Base Future Trunks is a 5, while Base Sword Trunks is a 4. That's interesting. Base Melee Trunks, Super Saiyan Sword Trunks, Piccolo fused with Kami, and I believe that's a different character than Piccolo if I'm not mistaken. Base Future Gohan, you've got Base Vegeta Super, that's interesting. And then you've got the Base Vegeta in, Base Vegeta early, that is interesting, but since he's wearing that Saiyan outfit, I'm assuming this is the Vegeta that can go Super Saiyan. This is the Vegeta that can go Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan 2. And then you have this Vegeta that goes all the way up to God Blue, Super Saiyan Blue. The giant characters, they seem to put up higher. That's just what we're seeing. Base GT Goku, but he can go all the way up to Super Saiyan 4, so that's a good pick there. Base Super Goku, Base End, Super Saiyan Goku Mid, Android Saga, and you've got Base Goku Mid. Base Goku Mid and Super Saiyan Goku Mid in the same is kind of funky, but it is what it is. There's a lot you can do here. In terms of teams, you can have a Universe 6 team right here, which would have Base Kappa, Base Khalifa, Base Kale, access to Kefla during their from fusions. You can do something really cute by having Base Broly and Base Broly, so both Brolys in the same team with the ability to go into Super Saiyan and then Legendary and full power. You also have Zamasu and Goku Black that can be on the same team, giving you access to Rose and eventually merge Zamasu. You can have the Maidens as a 15 team. So there's actually quite a little bit of cuteness that you could have going here. Both androids, or you could have a team of Android 17, Android 18, and Android 16. That's also very, very cute. So I'm kind of digging it. I'm actually digging it. If you wanted to, Piccolo fused with Kami, Goten and Trunks would allow you to have a full team. And then access to a fusion as well as a backup button. So there's a lot of different combinations that you can do here. The fact that you can also have, I think this is probably going to be one of the most popular teams here because of all the forms you have access to. You can have Base Super Goku, Base Super Vegeta, and Base Super Broly. And that's just a triple Saiyan combination of just good. They can get all the way up to Super Saiyan Blue with access to Kaioken, Super Saiyan Blue with access to Super Saiyan Blue Evolution, and then full power Broly. So I think that is kind of like the holy trinity of threes. I think a lot of these teams are not going to be 3v3s. I think they're going 5v5s. I think a lot of them are going to be 3v3s, and that's going to be the balance that you want to actually have in there. Now, going up to 6 is where you start to just see, for the most part, fusions and better forms. You see Dispo here as a standalone, and that's not bad at all. And then you have got Base Kefla, which is a fusion. Yes, you could put base Kefla on your team, but you might just want to be able to fuse into base Kefla with these guys down here. You've got the Super Saiyan versions, and we're not really going to look into those too much because, like I said, if you can save cost by starting at base, you just want to start at base and level your way up. Frost is here, Super Baby is a form, Hirudegarn is here as a giant character, Cooler is a 6, and that's pretty cool, Deborah is a 6, that's interesting. Super 7, or Android 17 from Super, sorry, Super 17's in the game. Nobody can beat me when I'm not in the game, says Super 17, for real. Majube's a form, Super Buu is his own standalone character, Majin Buu and Majin Buu Evil, so that's a little interesting. You can't have all of them on the same team. You got Frieza's 4th form as well as Mecha Frieza and Super Frieza, so you can have kind of some stuff there. Again, you probably want to fuse into these, you want to level up into the Super Saiyan forms, but you have a lot of Super Saiyan forms in here. All of these forms up here are just forms that you don't have to start at. You'd probably be robbing yourself of one cost and playing a better character than by just starting at base. So looking at this tier, I still feel like a big bunch of stuff is going to go here. But you have a lot of cool options, right? Like, for instance, if you wanted to start off with, like, if you did want to start as a Super Saiyan in any one of these forms to go up one level, you could always do something like, okay, I'm going to run a Super Saiyan Adult Gohan so that I can run base Goku and base Vegeta, because those are probably, they have a higher ceiling and can go up higher. Or if you wanted to run, if you wanted to do something like Super 17 and Super Frieza, that makes 12, and then you can go down to the 3 and figure out who else you want to run, maybe a Kid Goku, a Yamcha, but that's going to be how the mix matches work. You could also a 6, a 5, and a 4, and looking into things like that, like if you wanted to per se go Baby Vegeta as one of the characters, and then hit up Bardock as another character, and then scoop up here and just choose one of your favorite Saiyans as a Super Saiyan, that's not bad. But when we get to 7 is when we start seeing some of the cooler characters, but this is going to very much so inhibit who you can choose. Like, you've got Topo, you got Super Saiyan Kefla, Super Saiyan Kale Berserk, again, you can level up into any of these. Sin Shenron is good, Grade 8 Baby, I believe you can level up into him. Yes, you can, I remember that. Super Baby 2 is a level up, Super Janim is a level up, Full Power Bojack. I believe that's the only form that Bojack has. He doesn't have his normal form. No, he has his normal form. Where's his normal form? There we go, Bojack. So Bojack's a 5. There's no reason to spend 7 when you can just start off at 5. Same with Android 13. Metacoolers here. Again, you don't want to start in these already transformed versions. Rightfully so, you have Kid Buu here as his own character. Again, you can level up into everything in this row. You can fuse into these too, so don't forget that. You can fuse into Vegito or Gogeta, but if you wanted to start them off, you could go a 7. Just know that if you choose a 7, you're probably gonna have to choose a 4 to go to 11, and then a 5, which is still pretty good. That allows you, like, if I wanted to, I could play Ultimate Gohan for a 7, and then go down here and choose a, like, maybe Mini Goku Daima or Base Trunks Sword. So that's 4 plus 7, and then I could just choose one more 4, which maybe be like a Turles or Piccolo. There's a couple different things you can do here, but once you start choosing 7s, like raw 7s, you're gonna start to lock yourself in. And realistically, I think that with the importance on leveling up, you can see that your options here are choosing fusions raw, choosing a character like Ultimate Gohan, a character like, if I'm not mistaken, Super Perfect Cell is separate, Kid Buu is separate, Metal Cooler is separate, Topo is separate, Sin Shenron is separate. So you really just have to look at the characters that you can't access otherwise when you're picking these. And then you go to 8. And 8 is, for the most part, going to be the top tier. There's a lot of transformed characters here. Untransformed though, you are finding Analaza. It's funny that it's up this high. You're finding Jiren, you're finding Hit, and you are finding Ultra Instinct Goku. So these are going to be really hard to use as a top tier character, because if you choose this character, you are severely limiting your choices. I I know for me, if the DP limit's 15, I'm gonna have to get pro as hell because I just want to choose Jiren and Ultimate Gohan, and that's my 15 right there. So unless I want a more spread out team, it's gonna be 2 versus somebody's 3. But characters up here are going to be at some higher peak power before you get to level up 3 times with a character that you picked in the 5 area. So that is something to consider. And then you have the top of the top. We're just gonna do these together. You've got, all these are transformed forms. Just understand that. All of these are transformed forms. You got Jiren, you got Zamasu fused, you've got full power Broly, legendary Super Saiyan Broly, and then Goku, Ultra Instinct, Master Ultra Instinct Goku. And then when you get up to 10, you got Blue Fusions, Super Saiyan 4 Fusion, Beerus, and Whis. I really do love how they made these guys the top of the verse. So I'm actually just kind of sitting here thinking that Beerus and Whis are likely just going to be very, very, very good characters, and they take up most of your team. You have to combine them with the 5. So you could do a Beerus, and then you could do a Super Goku, and that would just be pretty much your 15. But Beerus and Whis should be pretty good characters. They seem to be doing pretty good damage. I've been seeing them lay people out in the game. There's not really a reason to do any of these. This one's a little hard because, like, I'll tell you right now, Vegeta doesn't have a base GT form. So if you want to be able to have the DP team and not get destroyed by having Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, you would have to be over here with like Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta for 8. And then down here you have GT Goku for 5, and that's 13. And after that 13, you really do have to kind of get crafty with who you use because you only have 2 more. It might not even be worth it. You might as well just throw Videl or Satan on there, maybe Master Roshi, something like that. But you're going to be burning a lot of stuff. But that's the only way you're going to get Gogeta without using straight up 10 and then having to worry about it. So in that case, maybe if you want to, you do go Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta as a 10, and then you just pick somebody from the 5. That is kind of how this works out. Like, you could choose Super Broly and then also have like base Gogeta. Whis and Beerus can never be chosen on a team together in this mode, which is neat. And then I think that's pretty much it. It's very, very interesting. You can't run Jiren and Toppo on a team because they break the 15 cap. So they're already constricting you. Like, you can't run 2 Super Saiyan 4s off the rip. Running Ultra Instinct Goku locks you out from most things. So they're clearly showing who they consider to be on the top hierarchy. Now, this is going to be something else, a small little thing, but I think that when we get our first DLC, we're probably going to see Beast Gohan right up here at 9. And after Beast Gohan being here at 9, I think we'll probably see Golden Piccolo, or Orange Piccolo, I said Golden Piccolo, Orange Piccolo probably at 8. I could see Orange Piccolo at 8 with, if he has a giant form, the giant form being up here at 9. So giant form, Orange Piccolo, Cell Max, and yeah, Cell Max, giant Orange Piccolo, and Beast Gohan all here at 9. I think we could probably see the Gammas at 6 or 7. I can see Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 at either 6 or 7. We may get lowballed and have them at 5, but no, I'm pretty sure they'd likely be, I could see the Gammas at 7, but then we could also get Pan, childhood Pan over here, and maybe a 2 or a 3, which would give us a nice little slot to round out. And that way, if we have a Super Piccolo, a potential Unleashed Piccolo, you could probably get him down here. I wouldn't see Piccolo fuse the Kami being in the same level as Piccolo Super, or Superhero. So maybe we get Piccolo Superhero as a 5 or a 6, potential Unleashed as a 7, and then we have Golden, or wow, I keep doing it again, Orange Piccolo at 8, and then Giant Orange Piccolo at 9, along with Beast Gohan. So I'm just thinking that's probably where we slot in for those. And I can't really talk about Daima because there's a mix of spoilers, but then there's not enough info on it. But I think that's kind of like where we're standing for these. So yeah, let me know what you think. Will you be trying to play 2 strong characters, 3 medium characters, and level up from there? I do think that Vegeta, Goku, Broly is probably going to be the Holy Trinity. But, or are you going to try to do like a full Ginyu team or a full team of like 4s and 3s and a 2? Just let me know. Let me know what you guys think is going to be the winning strategy for these ranked DP battles. We have to see, once we get the game in our own hands, how the power balance is, just how much stronger these main characters are at the 9 and 8 level than their 5 counterparts, things like that. We have a lot to see, so let me know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments. I will definitely be responding to everything as soon as I can, and I cannot wait to get my hands on this game like many of you. My copy has shipped. I will be doing the unboxing of my collector's edition, so you guys will be able to see that, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks, and later.